ever torn so deep.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my home gym. So today I wanted to take this video to show you a bit about my training style and why I decided to build a home gym and cancel my gym membership. So this has been very helpful to me, and I really wanted to show you guys what's possible to get done at home and what's possible to do if you're able to go out and buy your own gym equipment. So the whole reason for this video was kind of, other than what I had just said, was also because of this whole quarantine thing going on. I think that home gyms are becoming a lot more popular than they had ever been, and I just wanted to take you through and show you each of the pieces of equipment that I have been using and why they have been so helpful. So I'm also going to be taking you through one of my full body workouts today. I'm going to put a visual up to show you the plan that I'll be following right now. And I'm also going to be talking to you about some of the reasons why I like home gyms so much and some of the reasoning behind why I canceled my gym membership. You know what time it is? I think it's time to run that intro.
Every corner twice as bright, they'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights.
So today we're starting out with some barbell back squats, and I'm actually going to go for a PR today for 145 pounds or about 65 kilograms for 6 reps. I hit 140 last week for 6 reps very easily, so I think I could definitely make this one today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you each of the exercises for this full body workout, and in between sets I'm going to give you all of the information that I told you guys about. So you know what? I think it's time to hit this workout. Got 8 reps instead of 6 with 145 pounds. You know what? I was not expecting that, so that means next week we're going to go up to 150 for 6 to 8 reps again. And this is how I generally run my workouts. I keep the compound lifts generally in the 6 to 8 rep range for strength, and then with my isolation exercises, as I'll show you later, I keep those in the 8 to 12 rep range. Alright, so I bet you guys are wondering why I decided to cancel my gym membership in the first place and invest in all of this equipment. So the truth is, I felt that gym memberships a lot of the times are a scam. You know, there's so many added fees and stuff after just the monthly cost and all these different amounts of money that you're going to have to pay that they don't necessarily tell you up front. So in that sense, I kind of believe that gym memberships are a bit of a scam. But you know what? I felt that after adding up everything, that I could invest in my own equipment for the exact same amount of money. And at the end, if I would have spent a X amount of dollars on a gym membership for a year, or I would have taken that same X amount of dollars and translated that over to a investment in equipment, I feel that after that year's over, if I would have canceled my gym membership, I'd be left with nothing. Whereas if I would have invested with the equipment, I would still have that as long as I would really want. So in the long term, it's definitely a better investment, especially when compared to a commercial gym, because if you're able to keep what you're investing in, it's going to lead you to a lot better of a result in the end. I'm going to show you guys the equipment that I bought now. I'm going to start off with these two most substantial things. Right here we have a multi-purpose squat rack that is supposed to be able to hold 500 pounds. It's got a bench press rack on the bottom and also a squat rack on the top. It's also good for overhead press. And also, of course, the Olympic bar set. This specific one right here goes up to 300 pounds, and this is really an awesome set. I was able to get it for an awesome price, and this completely revolutionized my routine right here. I use this every single time I work out, and as well as the bench and pull-up bar set. So right here, this bench has the ability to incline to 3 separate levels, and it also comes unattached right here, so I can move it to my rack to do bench press. And also, if we come around to the other side, we've got a push-up handles on the bottom, and as we move up, we've got the dip station right here on either side. as well as the captain's chair for doing leg raises. Then as we move up, of course we've got our pull-up and chin-up bar. And this entire thing right here is very space efficient. And this is the first piece of equipment I bought, and it also completely revolutionized the way that I trained. So of course I've also got a Bowflex dumbbell, adjustable from 10 to 90 pounds. And I've also got 1-inch dumbbells, right now set at 25 pounds. And I've also got an entire set for the 1-inch plates as well as the Olympic plates, which are both very versatile. Next up, I've got this plate storage with 1-inch plates on the left side and Olympic plates on the right side. And this thing right here is amazing for very space efficient storage. And this allows me to store everything that I need in a very small space while being very accessible at the same time. So at the end of the day, I was able to get all of this stuff for about $1,000, maybe a little more, a little less. I'm not exactly sure, but it was right around there. And as for the area that I've got it set up in, I've got a mirror up on the wall to look at myself while I'm training, of course, practice my posing, you know how it is. I've also improvised a little bit with this surfboard rack as a squat pad. And I've also got some carpets laid out on the ground to prevent any damage to the concrete if I were to accidentally drop a weight, and also to kind of make the space a little bit more inviting to exercise in. So exercise number 2 is going to hit chest, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I do bench press. So today I've got set up a hypertrophy day for bench press. Normally every week I do 1 strength day and 1 hypertrophy day. So today I'm lowering the weight a bit, and I'm also going to take the reps up to about 10 to 12 instead of my usual 6 to 8. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the bench press, and then I'm also going to talk to you guys about my gym story. So here's the deal. I've been using all of this stuff for about a year, and I haven't had a gym membership in probably about 1.5 to 2 years. So the thing is, I've made more gains with all of this equipment that I've bought than I had ever made at the gym, and that's something that had been really surprising to me. And you know what? I've been thinking, like, after I bought all of this stuff, that coming down to my garage is way easier than having to go out and commute to a gym, sit in traffic, wait on equipment and everything, and have to worry about all the other people who wouldn't clean up after themselves or anything at the gym. And the thing is, I really prefer all of this setup that I've had now when compared to anything that I've experienced at the gym. But you know, like, after thinking about it, I do kind of miss just the ambiance of the gym sometimes. But at the end of the day, I still get my work in. I have all the equipment that I need, and I'm still able to make some solid gains. So the thing is, I would just say that all of this stuff is just way better than having a gym, in my opinion. And I'm really glad that I had bought all of this stuff before this whole quarantine thing happened. So while all of this stuff has been going on, I haven't really been affected that much. So I'm definitely grateful for that. And if any of you guys are able to buy any of your own gym equipment, I would recommend it 100% of the time. For our last compound exercise of the day, I've got set up a barbell to do some bent over rows. This is actually one of my favorite all-time back exercises. It's great for building that thickness, and it's a great balance if you do a lot of pull-ups and chin-ups like I do, to also help build that thickness as well as that width. This is an awesome exercise, and I usually take it to a hypertrophy range. I don't necessarily take this as a strength exercise, but like I said, I kind of overlap a bit sometimes both, so I like going for 8 reps as an average for a lot of my compound exercises, and this one tends to be no different. So a lot of the time when people think of home gyms, just a lot of things like organization and accessibility become issues. But the thing is, with the equipment that I've bought here, it's very space efficient compared to a lot of the things out there. And it's just great because I live in a very small apartment complex, and this garage spot that I'm standing in right now usually is where my other car sits. But whenever I want to just work out, we just pull the car out, and now we have all of this space now. And All of this stuff usually just fits against the back wall somewhere and it just tucks away very nicely. And the thing is about the convenience is my camera battery just died right now and I had to run upstairs to grab a new one, but if I was actually at the gym, I wouldn't be able to do that. So it's just having that convenience of all of this equipment at home and just being able to use it whenever you want to is just an awesome thing to be able to have. And the thing is, I never really envisioned this type of pandemic thing ever happening, but now that I see that it can happen, then I'm definitely going to put that on the list of things that would be helpful when you're trying to think of coming up with whether or not you want to invest in a home gym. Alright, so now on to the second part of the workout. Now that I've put the Olympic set away, now we can get on to our isolation exercises. So right here, I've got the EZ bar set up over here so I could do some skull crushers for triceps. And I found that this exercise is an awesome alternative to the tricep push down in the gym. You could get in a very similar position with a very similar grip on the bar as you would with the tricep push down. And I just love this exercise. I get an awesome contraction in my triceps every time I do it. And this is something that I've been including in my routine for some months now, and I've seen definitely some awesome results. So the reason I decided to show you guys a full body workout today is because this is the split that I've been running for the past 6 months or so. And since I've gotten my home equipment and everything in place, this is the split that I've made the most gains on. And I think it definitely helps because I've heard a lot of science out there that shows that the muscle protein synthesis is spiked multiple times throughout the week instead of just once on a regular split. So this is going to lead to more gains over time. And plus, if you happen to miss a day, like you miss leg day or you miss chest day, you don't have to go an entire week without working your legs or your chest again. So I'd say that this is definitely one of my favorite splits out there after having tried a few. And I really would recommend it, especially during these times if you guys are limited in equipment during this quarantine. I think that full body will definitely give you guys some benefits. And the way that I usually split mine up is I have 3 compound exercises followed by another 3 isolation exercises. I really focus on the compound exercises to help build more muscle, so I usually do 4 sets of them and then 3 sets of the isolation exercises. So we're keeping this thing moving. So next up I'm going to hit biceps. And I've got an incline bench set up over here with 2 dumbbells to show you guys some incline curls. And these curls are great because they hit the inner head of the bicep, which is going to manage some of the thickness. And I also tend to use a lighter weight for these so I can feel the mind-muscle connection and also slow the reps down a bit so they're a lot more under control. I usually do about 3 sets of these as I do with my other isolation exercises. And this is definitely one that I've been including in my routine for a long time as well. And I've seen some awesome results. I've also been able to increase my mind-muscle connection with my biceps a lot since I've been doing this exercise, and I just love this one, so this is one that I always like to include in a full body workout at the end of the week. So something I definitely believe is true with this whole home gym setup is that it's really motivated me to try to become the best that I really can. And it showed me that there is really no excuses in order to accomplish whatever your goal may be. There's always that extra step that you can take in order to get closer to that goal, whether that be investing in some equipment or just writing a better routine for yourself. And it's not absolutely necessary to have all of this stuff in order to get an awesome workout at home, but I definitely think it would make a huge difference if you're able to invest in this type of stuff. And I believe that I know that $1,000 isn't easy to come across for most people, and definitely it took me a while to save up to do this, and I had to do it over a period of time. But I definitely think that it was worth it. I do not regret buying any of this stuff. I think that it has led to most of the progress that I've ever made in my entire life. So I really think that it's a great motivation for yourself as well. And there's just always that accountability that you have. Like, you are the only one that is responsible for your goals. And just, it really helps to prove that if you're going to be just at home training, especially during this quarantine. Like, you could really choose to get a lot done during this time, or you can choose to just sit around and wait for all the gyms to reopen and for summer to come around. But it's, at the end of the day, it's just your choice, and you are accountable for everything that you do. The final exercise in this workout that I wanted to show you is the lateral raise. This is a great exercise to isolate that lateral deltoid, and something that I've really found is that working one arm at a time is better than doing both, because I'm able to focus more on the individual deltoid as opposed to having to balance myself with my core as well as focusing on both deltoids at the same time. I feel that my mind-muscle connection is a lot better this way, and it's definitely something that is improved my shoulder game a lot. I've made a ton of gains with this exercise, and it's actually something that I've been including at the end of my workout every single time I'm over here in the gym. So I definitely think that it's worth giving a try, especially if you've only done dual arm lateral raises. So this is definitely something that's worth giving a shot, and this is what it's going to look like. So in a nutshell, that's my opinion on home gyms, and that's why I decided to quit my gym membership to buy a home gym. And just a takeaway point from all of this is just to remember that anything is really possible, and that just because you don't have access to a gym doesn't mean that there's absolutely no solution to why you can't get your workout done. And also remember to just keep chasing progress. You'll get there someday as long as you just consistently put that work in. So if you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, I appreciate you. Please be sure to drop a comment down below, especially if you have any questions about this whole home gym thing, you want to know more about home workouts, just let me know. Also, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and give me a follow on Instagram at Hyperlift Fitness for more exclusive content. So thank you guys for watching so much. I hope you guys are able to stay safe out there. Keep chasing them gains. Peace.